live right now. So, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome again to our Academy Live. And we miss you so much because we haven't been doing this for I think 2 weeks now. But here we are again. We have another topic that we have to talk about. So now we will have a topic of how to become a social media manager or how to become a social media VA. So we have here right now our one of our great social media VAs, and now she is a project leader trainee. So without further ado, I will introduce you, Christelle. So hi, Christelle. How are you?
Hi, Sir Addy, and hi to the audience out there. So I'm
All
good. How are
right.
you, Sir Addy?
I'm good. I'm good. So, are you excited with this interview? How do you feel? What are your expectations? And you can also introduce yourself before we start the questions. But yeah, I hope you're comfortable there, and we'll start this live stream.
Yes, actually, I'm very nervous because, di ba pwede man po mag-Tagalog?
Pwede naman mag-Tagalog, so yun talaga. So,
Ayun, nervous po ako kasi first time ko mag-Facebook Live. And also medyo mahiyain din ako. Kaya, ayun. And also,
it's okay.
to introduce myself, so sabi nga po ni Sir Addy, I'm Cristel, social media manager of Smart VAs and now project leader trainee. Mag 2 years na ako sa Smart VAs. Almost 2 years on June. And I'm very, very happy na andito ako sa company na to. Ayun.
All right, that's nice. And I think I've worked together with Crystal with other projects and other clients as well. So she's one of our great and one of the best social media VAs that we have here in Smart VAs. But yeah, without further ado, let's do the question and answer. So we have questions here that I think curious din yung mga ating aspiring na virtual assistants to know about. So the first one will be, yun nga, nag-introduce ka na ng self mo. Pero gusto din namin malaman kung paano ka nagsimula and paano ka naging virtual assistant. So that is also um, one of the greatest questions na meron tayo sa mga aspiring VAs right now na ang sinasabi nila, paano ba ako magsisimula? Paano ba ako magiging virtual assistant? Ano ba yung mga skills na kailangan ko? So that or those are the questions that we will talk about in this live stream. So if you are currently watching, although right now we have zero viewers, but it's okay. But this will be recorded, and this will also be a helpful video for the aspiring virtual assistants out there. So if you have any questions right now, if you're a viewer right now, just drop a comment there in the Facebook Live, and we will answer that later. So, um, yeah. So for the first question that we have, Cristel, siguro, um, ito yung question na curious yung lahat din about. So, what was your life like before you became a social media VA or become a freelancer or a VA?
Okay. So actually ang dami kong industry na napasukan before I became a VA. After grad kasi I'm a tourism graduate.
Hmm.
So ang layo ng industry ko sa pagiging VA. So after I graduate, I actually became a Starbucks barista for 3 months. Ayun, seasonal lang siya. Masaya naman siya pero yung katawan ko is yung physically,
Hmm.
bugbog yung katawan. And then, after that, I worked as, sa ibang bansa for 3 months lang din kasi nagka-pandemic. Then after 3 months yon nagpahinga ako. And then after that, naging, customer service sa BPO as well
Hmm.
for 1 year. And after that ayun, actually, before ako, maging VA and before all of that, nung college I actually love na talaga yung paggawa ng mga graphics and also yung video editing. Kasi nung college, nagko-compete ako sa mga iba't ibang schools for the graphics designing contest. Ako yung sinasali ng university ko to compete with other schools. And nung college ako, dream ko na talaga yung mag-work at home, and also dream ko na talaga yung work ko is about sa editing, na kahit mapagod ako or mapuyat ako, okey lang. Basta yun yung ginagawa ko. Tapos ayun, after college, siguro medyo na-lost ako kasi, yung nakikipagsabayan ako sa mga, um, ka-batch ko kasi yung iba may mga work na. So, parang
Mm.
nape-pressure ako kaya sige kahit anong industry na yung pasukan ko, gano'n. Kaya kaya parang na-lost yung sa career ko, and I'm happy na itong pagiging VA ko is, ito yung passion ko, ginagawa ko yung passion ko as a VA kasi isa din yun sa, important, after you graduate, yung ginagawa mo is, the one that you're passionate about kasi iba yung saya
Yeah.
ng yung hindi lang yung ginagawa mo is yung about sa sahod, yung about sa pay. Kasi kapag nagising ka parang excited ka pumasok araw-araw dahil masaya ka sa ginagawa mo, kaya I'm happy. Actually before sa Smart VAs, meron pa akong napasukan na isang agency. So, sa agency na yun, nag-training lang ako for 2 weeks. Then kasi need dun ng mga client interviews. So, after 3 client interviews hindi ako nakapasa. So, after 3 client interviews naging parang floating ako, so walang sahod.
Mhm.
So, I'm happy na, if kilala mo po si Loris, ayun siya po
Mm.
kasi pasok sa'kin dito kasi, high school friend siya ni kuya. Kaya I'm happy and I'm happy for her na pinasok niya po ako dito kasi, kung wala yun, kung hindi niya ako pinasok, wala po ako sa posisyon ko ngayon, yung gano'n.
Nice. Alright, and then yun din 'di ba, yung pinaka-important din sa mga ginagawa natin is to love what we do, 'di ba?
Opo,
Yung kailangan nating gawin araw-araw because if hindi natin love yung gagawin natin, dun tayo may-exhaust, eh. So,
yes
although
po,
may mga ano din talaga, may mga times na overwhelming yung mga tasks and duties, pero if na-e-enjoy mo siya, dun mawawala yung ano, yung pagod or dun
yes.
magkakaroon ka ng fulfillment, 'di ba? And when it comes to that pala, we're also curious, 'di ba, may for example, right, like me for example, yung course ko is accountancy and then ngayon nag virtual assistant ako.
Opo,
Yung mga course ba or yung mga tinatake natin na course sa college is also important na factor ba yon to switch or to transition to a virtual assistant role or yung mga ganong specialization or ano ba yung course mo din sa college na alam ko nahilig ka nga sa graphics and video
opo.
editing pero yung course mo sa college magde-determine din ba yon nung path mo as a virtual assistant?
Actually for me, hindi po, to be honest.
Mhm.
Hindi siya magagamit. But for me kasi, tourism, so nagka-subject kami ng about marketing din. So medyo nagamit ko naman siya somehow pero not 100%.
Mhm.
Pero for me, hindi po siya parang helpful yung mga courses nung
Oo.
college. Pero hindi ko naman po sinasabi na 'wag kayo mag-ano, gumraduate, yun. Kasi importante pa din
Diploma o
yun.
ano, 'di ba?
Diploma o diskarte, diploma pa din.
Oo. Important pa din yung college dahil dun nabi-build yung logic skills natin or logical skills natin, 'di ba? And
Yes
yung
po,
problem solving skills natin. So
yes. And
it's
also
very
yung
important pa din talaga.
and also yung professionalism din, dun din nabi-build up nung college. So important din po yun. Kasi po, ang pagiging VA po is more about kasi ako po talaga walang experience as a social media manager before. As a VA po, you need to be more resourceful kasi madami naman pong courses sa internet
Mm.
and also there are free courses as well and also there's Smart VAs Academy. Yes.
Yes.
Na ano, na ibibigay sa'yo lahat ng kailangan mo, being a social media manager. So, siguro kung gusto mo talaga na matuto, gugustuhin mo kasi 'yan nga, madaming resources sa internet unlike before na
Mm.
like before na nag-boom yung freelancing as in wala pa talaga, ayun.
Oo. Ayun din, eh, 'di ba? Like, nung mga bandang mga 2016 or 2015, mga ganyan, wala pa talagang masyadong resource or
Opo,
wala pang for example, ganitong mga live stream, 'di ba, na nagto-talk about how to become a VA or a virtual assistant and yung mga resources na makikita mo online are very, hindi pa focus talaga on freelancing dahil yung idea ng freelancing back then hindi pa talaga siya ano, eh, hindi pa talaga siya nag-boom. So parang nag-boom lang siya talaga nung mga bandang pandemic na.
pandemic,
So
opo.
lahat nag-work from home, lahat na-experience, ay pwede palang mag-online, pwede palang online yung work natin and ganyan. So at least doon sa event na yon, although it's very tragic din naman, 'di ba? Hindi naman natin masasabi na blessing 'yon. Pero may mga part ng lives natin na nag-improve din when it comes to, for example, ito yung mga work from home na job. So nag-boom siya and then nagkaroon tayo ng opportunity to become a virtual assistant. And
Yes,
you also said that you came from BPO, right?
yes po.
So yun, meron ding mga ano yung mga question or mga curious about yung mga aspiring VAs natin na if you're coming from a BPO experience, um, fit ba yon to become a virtual assistant din or um, lagi ba siyang pwedeng maging virtual assistant pag galing ka sa BPO?
It depends po kung gusto niyo maging VA pero, it's okay din po na mag-BPO kasi yung English,
Mhm.
communication is parang na-e-enhance. Pero hindi naman po siya parang required kasi as a VA hindi din naman po yung mga clients hindi naman din po sila maarte about sa grammar. Like one time
Yeah.
po, actually recently lang nung nagka-client meeting kami ni SPL, Miguel, yung basa ko dun sa isang store is iba, then yung sinabi nung client is parang maarte style. So, after nung meeting tawanan kami ni SPL kasi parang Tagalog na Tagalog yung word ko dun, Pinoy na Pinoy. So ayun, hindi naman po siya, totally na parang required na maging BPO ka muna bago maging VA. Basta, you have the skills po and knowledge sa
Mm.
VA and also, you take the courses kasi malaking tulong po talaga yung mga courses sa internet para
Alright.
maging VA.
Oo, nice. So yun nga, 'di ba? Hindi lahat built for being a virtual assistant. Hindi
Opo,
porket nasa BPO ka, you're ready na maging virtual assistant. So you have to be equipped pa din with the right kind of skills, with the right kind of tools para ma-apply mo yung skills mo sa BPO or dun sa BPO to a virtual assistant role naman. So siguro in your opinion, what is the most essential skill for someone aspiring to become a virtual assistant first and then pwede kang mag-switch sa specific as a social media VA naman.
okey po. So, siguro po most important skills is, time management. Kasi kapag madami ka ng clients, you need to know, kung sino minsan yung ipa-priority mo, kung anong mas urgent na task and yung mga least priority. And also time management din kasi, as yung sa pagiging work from home, you need to balance din yung work and life balance. Kaya
Hmm.
kailangan, organized din yung, sa calendar mo para ma-balance mo yun. And also, um, being, resourceful, yun po talaga. Kasi as a VA, Google is your best friend. Kasi kapag may mga, hindi ka alam na like mga ibang terminologies or hindi mo alam kapag nagka-problem yung halimbawa sa Instagram ng client mo nagka-problem, so search mo lang sa Google or dito sa Smart VAs, we have, support. So ayun, napunta din kami sa support. So, one of the most important skills sa pagiging VA is being resourceful talaga and being sa pagiging social media VA naman is you need to be on trend always kasi pabago-bago yung mga trends ng social media. So, you need na makisabay din sa mga competitors mo kasi madami kang competitors talaga sa social media kasi one of the best marketing is social media. So, you need to be on trend always, ayun, as a social media manager.
All right, nice. And I also, you also mentioned earlier that nag-graphics ka na, video editing. As a social media VA, kailangan ba parang prerequisite yon na magkaroon ka muna ng graphic skills or creative skills before you become a social media VA?
For me, yes po, yung pagiging creative skills, it's required na maging creative ka lalo na sa mga kasi as a social media manager kailangan mo magawa ng mga eye-catching na graphics and also, kailangan mo din ipa-approve yun sa clients kasi ang clients iba-iba siya ng mga preferences.
Mhm.
So yun, bago mo i-post lahat yun ipapa-approve mo muna sa kanya. Pero, if you really want to be a social media VA may Canva naman tayo, madami naman templates dun. So you need to just tweak yung sa mga branding, na yung branding ng, clients mo. So ayun. Pero siyempre you need to judge it first before you post or before you submit to client.
Oo. Di ba kasi may mga clients talaga na very intricate when it comes to their social media
Opo,
contents, yung mga video editing, and ganyan. So you also have to be ready when it comes to the creative stuff na gagawin mo sa mga clients mo as a social media VA. And of course, if you're a social media VA, you're also managing yung contents ni client, you have to strategize, ganyan. So, it's very important na yun nga, um, yung time management mo din as a social media VA, it's very important to enhance yung time management mo dahil you have to manage yung mga contents na nandun sa social media ng clients mo.
yes,
And also if you have multiple clients, 'di ba, na magkakaroon ka. So you have to manage multiple accounts, multiple platforms. So you have to balance it out, 'di ba, yung mga tasks mo as a social media VA. And as a social media VA also, it's very important to have portfolio, 'di ba, Cristel,
yes.
for this one, like what have you created as a social media VA, like the graphics or the pages that you have managed before. So what are your recommendations or strategies and even the tools that they will need to have a strong portfolio?
Okay po. So, for the tools na, ilalagay niyo sa portfolio is you need to know as a social media VA, you need to know, the scheduling tools, yung mga ginagamit mo like Hootsuite, Agorapulse, and also yung popular kasi free lang is Meta Business Suite. But for that, dapat, Instagram and Facebook lang yung naha-handle ng clients. And also, yun, ilalagay mo din dun yung mga skills na marunong ka like kung, email management, and also you need to put there as well yung sa mga, if you are, nag-e-engage sa social media. And also you need to put yung mga graphics na nagawa mo para may baseline si client. kung, kung papasabay yung mga graphics mo sa kanya. And ayun, yung mga tools po na recommendation ko. And also mga Canva, if nagfo-Photoshop kayo and also, CapCut, you can put it there po.
Nice. And sa portfolio naman, 'di ba, ang important talaga doon is makita yung experience, skill mo. Eh paano kung wala ka pang client talaga, you're starting as a social media VA or a VA, um, paano sila gagawa ng portfolio or paano sila magke-create ng portfolio eh wala pa silang nama-manage na social media before or anything na
Hmm.
na-create before. So how will they build the portfolio if starting pa lang sila?
Opo. Like for me before, since wala akong experience before, entering Smart VA. So what I did is I create mock-up design sa Canva. And also, kasi nag-search ako sa mga ibang portfolio din. So medyo puwede niyo din naman gayahin pero wag niyo gayahin yung content, yung parang pinaka-guide lang. So you can create mock-ups, puwede kang mag-search sa Instagram tapos medyo hindi ka nagandahan dun sa feed. So puwede mo siyang gawing sample, pero wag mo lang isama yung username kasi hindi yun puwede. So siguro ibahin mo lang username para may baseline lang si client about sa mga works na ginawa mo.
Oo, nice, 'di ba? And then puwede ka rin mag-try 'di ba ng mga brands out there na fina-follow mo, puwede mong gayahin yung strategy nila ta's build ka ng mga graphics about that. Siyempre nandun na yung brand, nandun na yung colors nila, nandun na yung mga current na caption and
Yes po.
yung tone ng brand nila.
Mm.
So you can copy it and then create graphics or create videos about it. And you can build a mock-up portfolio even though wala ka experience as a social media VA. And you can also, for example, if you have mga friends na may business, so nakita niyo yung social media nila medyo off or kailangan
Yes.
nila ng tulong sa social
Mm.
media, you can also recommend or you can also lend your hand to them na
Yes.
hey friend, gagawin ko tong social media mo, I'll manage your social media and I'll manage the graphics, the contents out there para okay yung contents mo sa social media. So you can also offer yung mga ganong types of help na pwede mong gawin sa mga friends mo, sa families mo na kailangan ng help sa social media. So that's why you can, or so that's when where you can build also your experience or also your portfolio sa mga ganong type of help na natutulong mo, 'di ba, sa mga other people like your friends
Yes
and
po.
families, 'di ba? So I think may mga ganun din. And if you also have a business, 'di ba, pwede mong i-apply
Opo,
yung
puwede din.
skills mo doon. So i-manage mo yung social media mo, gandahan mo na, 'di ba?
Mm.
Gawin mo na yung best mo, 'di ba? So doon mo create mo na yung portfolio mo out there. So you
Mm.
always have to look for ways and to look for um, methods kung paano mo ma-apply yung mga social media skills mo and your experience also yung mga napag-aralan mo sa mga courses like yung course natin sa Smart VAs Academy. So we have a
Yeah.
social media course then dito if you want to know everything about social media, you can also take the course here at Smart VAs Academy. It's very intricate, it's very specific also sa ginagawa namin dito sa Smart VA. So malalaman nyo na yung trade secret ng mga VAs natin dito sa Smart VAs, kung paano nila ginagawa yung social media nila. And ayun, you have to build your portfolio. And when it comes to time management naman and work-life balance, syempre very curious din talaga yung
Yeah.
mga aspiring VAs yan eh. Parang sinasabi, ay parang nasa bahay lang yung mga VAs, yung mga lang, work from home lang sila lagi, ganyan, wala silang problema sa traffic, ganon. So, what is your insight about the time management and work-life balance as a VA or as a virtual assistant? And um, how do you manage your time effectively? Of course, we're working from home, di ba? medyo madaming distraction din if nasa
Yes
bahay
po.
ka. What are your techniques para magkaroon talaga ng focus and ano ba yung time management as a virtual assistant?
Time management as a VA, actually ito po yung pinaka-important kasi, you have to be strict with your time pero ako kasi full-time, so I work 8 PM to 5 AM. So, after shift, naka-schedule na is, I will sleep. Then kapag may mga gala ako, kahit matulog muna ako ng mga 4 hours or 5 hours, then gala. Then after nun is, tutulog ulit ako then work na. So, you need to organize talaga yung, time mo as a pagiging VA. And also, dito as a virtual assistant kasi, actually you can work and travel. I actually experienced, last year, nagwo-work ako habang andun ako sa ibang bansa with my family. So, that's also one of the, like, perks of being a VA. And also, you can also work while nasa ibang lugar. Like, kapag gusto mo mag-travel sa Siargao, you can also work there as long as you have a good internet connection and also as long as nami-meet mo yung deadlines ng mga clients mo, ayun. So, kaya ang
Ayun,
pagiging VA is yun work-life balance.
yeah. Gala is life, di ba? So,
Gala is
4 hours
life.
lang natulog, okay na. 3 hours lang, okay na. Ayan, basta
Babawi
makagala tayo.
bawi na lang kinabukasan.
Oh, bawi. Oh, 'di ba? So, as a virtual assistant, madami talagang perks eh. Unang-una na doon is yung travel sa work.
Yes
So,
po.
hindi mo na kailangan mag-travel ng napakalayo, for example, or napaka-traffic. Yun kasi minsan talaga yung, hindi ba minsan, kadalasan yung struggle natin as
Yes po.
a Filipino commuters, 'di ba? So, may mga traffic talaga tayo na kinakaharap and also yung mga siksikan sa MRT, ganyan. So, as a virtual assistant, isang perk talaga doon is to have your time sa travel as your personal time na. So instead na mag-travel ka ng 2 hours or 1 hour sa papuntang work, yung 2 hours na and 1 hour na yon pwede kang matulog pa, di ba?
Matulog
May mga
before
may
shift.
mga memes nga na ano eh, di ba? May meeting ka ng 9 p.m. Ang gising mo 8:59, di ba?
8:59.
Diba?
So
Gising
yun,
ka lang,
masaya yun.
ano lang, ayos-ayos lang, di ba? So as a virtual assistant, you have that kind of perk. Pero it's very important to take note pa din na you have to manage it pa din. So mahirap
Yes,
din talaga mag-work from home dahil yun nga sinabi ko kanina, madaming distractions. You
opo.
have your family there na pwede kang istorbohin every now and then. Pwede kang kalabitin ng mga babies mo if you have children na or a child, di ba? So you can also be distracted when um, kapag nag-work from home ka. Pero may mga, ako for example, ako yung isang technique din na ginagawa ko. If I can work sa mga coffee shop, ganyan, or mga shop na tahimik naman na makakapag-work ka doon, you can also work there para
Yes.
less distractions. Pero feeling ko more distraction kasi
Kaya nga po, sa'kin din. Kasi
may mga
minsan may
tao sa ano
nakikita
eh,
ka,
di ba?
ay,
Oo. So, nakikita mo pa yung friend mo, di, uy,
opo.
hindi. Oo. May mga ganong time, di ba? Pero as a VA talaga, yun yung perks din na yung sa akin naman is pinaka na-enjoy ko yung working from home.
Yes po.
Pero ikaw, di ba, yung traveling, di ba, while
Opo,
working. So yun,
opo.
yun yung maganda din, di ba, as a virtual assistant. You can travel while you're working. So, pwede kang mag-multitask. Pero you make sure to do the task pa din no, na papagawa sa'yo
Yes.
ng mga clients mo. And siguro ito may curious din sila siguro or may mga questions din tayo na nare-receive na siguro takot sila to have clients or to communicate with clients because it's not just the English communication or the um, the English part, but there are also clients na ano talaga, 'di ba? Strict, very strict,
Opo.
and they also medyo masungit, for example, ganyan, or
Mm.
may mga difficult clients talaga. Have you encountered difficult clients na ganon? And if you have, how do you handle such situation?
Siguro po hindi naman po siya difficult, demanding, 'yun, demanding client. Kasi, as a social media VA nakikita din ng mga clients natin yung mga analytics, like sa Instagram, they can check agad yung mga insights. So, nakikita nila kung may drop agad sa mga metrics. So yun, yung isang client ko, parang konting drop lang sa mga metrics, so call out agad. So doon, ang gagawin niyo is, you just need to, listen to the client and also, ayun, sundin lang yung pinapagawa nila and 'wag na lang kayong makipag-away sa client para hindi hindi ano, hindi parang lumaki yung problema. You just need to listen to them and also be transparent. If hindi kayang gawin yung strategy na 'to, sabihin niyo lang sa kanila kasi they will understand naman and as a VA, ikaw naman kasi yung may mas alam ng ginagawa mo, ayun. Kasi that's your expertise.
Yes, nice. And as a social media VA, di ba? And kahit naman sa ang specialization, we're always backed up with data. So yung
Yes,
mga data na or yung mga analytics na meron tayo sa mga ginagawa natin, they can always be um, our tool or our sword when it comes to fighting. Hindi naman fighting, joke lang yun. Yung tool natin to back up yung mga strategies natin or yung mga suggestions natin sa clients. And if you have difficult clients nga, di ba, it's very good din yung sinabi ni Cristel na you just have to listen to them, understand them, and do what they have to say dun sa mga strategy kasi sila din na may nakakaalam ng business nila.
opo.
Pero if you have any suggestion na tingin mo talaga makakatulong sa social media nila, you can always do so, di ba? As a social media VA, you're a specialist, you are experienced din talaga sa social media. So you have the experience and skills to know kung ano yung makakabuti sa social media ng client. So wag ka matatakot kapag may mga difficult clients ka or may mga clients ka na hindi ganon ka-enthusiastic when it comes to applying strategies sa social media.
Yes,
So don't hesitate na mag-suggest pa din as long as makakatulong talaga yon sa
yes.
social media nila. And siguro this will be the last thing, Cristel, for this live stream. Siguro, you can also encourage them with this one, and you can also say to them kung ano yung experience mo as a social media VA or a VA in general because now you are project leader trainee. So, may mga achievements and may mga milestones kayo na na-achieve. So, what are the achievements that you are most proud of in your career as a social media VA or a VA in general?
For me, siyempre yung mga achievements ko is, I can travel na, kahit solo yung hindi ko nagagawa dati, nagagawa ko na ngayon and also, um, yung nakakapag-work from home na ako and one of my achievement din is nagi-give back ko yung like yung mga gusto ng like my family. Kasi one of the perks ng pagiging VA is much higher yung pay, like before. Yung like kapag nasa korpo ka and as a social media VA, one of my achievement din is happy yung mga clients ko sa mga outputs na ginagawa ko which I'm very happy and also dapat yun din yung parang one of the goals niyo 'pag naging VA kayo kasi you always need to give your, 100% best or yung quality ng service niyo sa mga clients niyo lagi para mag-stay sila sa inyo.
All right, nice. And I think that's all for this live stream. And I also want to encourage you, everyone, to Um, if you want to become a social media VA, you have to learn the skills, the tools, and the necessary experience when it comes to being a social media VA. So right now, we are offering Smart VA's Academy course na social media or how to become a social media VA. And madaming insights, madami kang matututunan dun sa course na yon. And it's very specific talaga sa ginagawa namin sa Smart VAs, and you will learn kung ano yung mga gagawin as a social media VA. So very detailed, very um, very specific talaga yung mga tinuturo dito sa course natin. And you can take that as your first course as a social media VA, or if you're aspiring social media VA, you can learn uh, all the tools and all the skills that you have to learn as a social media VA there. So we are offering that course at a discount right now. So you just have to go to um, www.smartcreatesacademy.com. So makita niyo doon, meron din tayong free course doon on how to become a social media or how to become a virtual assistant. And doon makikita niyo kung paano kayo makakakuha ng client, ano yung pricing na pwede niyong i-take or pwede niyong i-offer sa client. So it's free lang naman, so yung how to become a virtual assistant. But the social media course that we have is at a discount right now, so you can go there, smartvasacademy.com. So just check it out if you have if you can or if you want to be a social media VA. So ayun, thank you for this time, Cristel. I hope you enjoyed this session, and to the viewers out there, and if you're viewing it recorded, so I hope you learned something insightful and very helpful sa live stream na to. So as a social media VA, madaming insights na na-provide, and also yung mga perks, 'di ba, sa social media VA.
Yes.
So you have to take note of that, and ayun, so I hope you learned something. Thank you everyone. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.